Hi, welcome back to Unit 4. This is Section 3, Lesson 1, and the second video for this lesson. This is Ms. Clemens Brenton, and in this video we'll solve some problems involving surface area of rectangular prisms. Example 1. A gift box in the shape of a rectangular prism measures 25.5 centimeters by 28 by 18 centimeters. What is the least amount of wrapping paper needed to wrap the box? I have 25.5, I have 28, and I have 18. And these are all centimeters, of course. And when you're dealing with rectangular prisms, it really doesn't matter where you write the measures. Your surface area will work out to be the same. So to find the total surface area, I have to find the area of each individual side. So I'm going to first focus on the front and back, then the top and bottom, and then the left side and the right side. So to find the area of the front and the back, I look at this piece here, or whichever piece you're calling the front and back, and I multiply 28 by 18, because to find the area of a rectangle, we do length times width. So that's 504 centimeters squared, and because we have two of those, I double it, and 504 times 2 gives me 1008 centimeters squared. Then I focus on the top and bottom. So the top and bottom is this piece here, or whatever you're going to call the top and bottom. So this down here is 25.5, which means right here is also 25.5. This is 25.5. This is 28, so this is 28, and this is 28. So to find the top and bottom, I multiply 25.5 times 28, and I get 714 centimeters squared. And I have two of those, so I multiply it by 2, and 714 times 2, and I get 1,428 centimeters squared. And again, if you didn't write your units in until the end, that is okay, because this is just your workings. Then I find the area of the sides. So the sides, this side right here is 18, which means this is also 18. So to find the area of the side, I do length times width, so 25.5 times 18, and I get 459 centimeters squared. So I have two of those as well, so multiply it by 2, and I get 918 centimeters squared. So once I have those numbers, I then calculate the total surface area by adding those numbers together. So I get 1008 plus 1428 plus 918, and I get 3,354 centimeters squared. So that's the minimum amount of paper that will be needed. Example 2. Your company is hired to wash the windows of a nearby building. The building is shown below. If windows cover 1/3 of the building, what is the total surface area of windows that need to be washed? So since we're talking about the windows, and windows aren't placed on the roof or on the floor of the building, then we only need to calculate the area of the sides and the front and back. So we'll start with that. Front and back, and sides. So to calculate the area of the front and back, first I'll write in my measures. I have 150 down here, which means this side up here is also 150. This side right here is 30. So the sides parallel to that are also 30. So this is 30 here, and this is 30. And down here on the bottom, this side is 50, which means this side is also 50 because it's parallel to the bottom side. So to calculate the area of the front and back, I do length times width. So 150 times 30 gives me 4,500. And because I have two of those sides, I will multiply by 2 because we have a front and a back. So multiply that by 2, and I get 9,000 meters squared. To find the area of the sides, again, I need to do length times width because it is a rectangle. So I have 30 by 50. So 30 times 50, that gives me 1,500. And because there are two sides, I multiply it by 2, and that gives me 3,000 meters squared. So then to find the total surface area for those pieces, I add those together. So 9,000 plus 3,000, that gives me 12,000 meters squared. Now the problem is telling us that the windows only cover 1/3 of the building. So that means this area here is divided by 3. We divide that by 3 to find 1/3. So 12,000 divided by 3 gives us 4,000 meters squared. So that's the area that is covered in windows. Part B, if the water in your bucket needs to be changed after cleaning 250 meters squared of windows, how many times will the water need to be changed? So I have 4,000 meters squared in total, and I have to figure out how many times this 250 meters squared will fit into the 4,000 meters squared. So if I'm trying to figure out how many times that goes into that, I divide. So 4,000 divided by 250, and that gives me 16 times. So I need to change the water 16 times when I wash those windows. At this time, I'd like you to complete the activities for this lesson.